President Trump spoke with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy and several European leaders following their meeting in Paris today. The group met in an effort to finalize security guarantees for Ukraine and to apply added pressure to Russian President Vladimir Putin to come to the table for peace talks. And for more on this, let's bring in CBS News White House reporter Olivia Rinaldi. Olivia, thanks. So good to have you with us here. What do we know about the president's call with these European leaders, and how is President Trump at this point pushing both Russia and Ukraine to finally sit down for that face-to-face?
Nancy, it's good to be with you. President Trump held a phone call today with what's called the Coalition of the Willing. Those are European leaders who are particularly amped to help Ukraine. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy was also on that call today. And we heard from a White House official who said President Trump actually pushed the European leaders to stop buying Russian oil. Now, a lot of them don't buy it directly. There are very few countries in the EU that do, but a lot of them end up buying it back from India or China after they refine this Russian oil. So the president asking them to take a much harder stance, not only with Russia, but China. And of course, this comes just days after we saw that military parade in China where we saw President Putin and Xi Jinping very cozy and close together. Now, they're appearing together, but we have not seen President Putin make any efforts to meet with President Zelenskyy of Ukraine. He has said he can come to Moscow once they have an agreed upon agenda that does favor Russia. President Trump at this point says it's on Europe to get tougher on sanctions to push Russia back to the table. French President Macron, after that phone call today, said that if Putin continues to reject these peace talks with Zelenskyy, more sanctions will be imposed by Europe in coordination with the U.S. So at this point, there's still no meeting scheduled between Zelenskyy and Putin.
All right, Olivia Rinaldi, thanks so much for joining us.